Perusahaan asuransi berbasis teknologi alias Insurtech Fuse mengalami pertumbuhan positif sejak mulai beroperasi pada tahun 2017 silam. Untuk itu perusahaan bakal terus memperluas bisnisnya ke depan. Founder dan CEO Fuse, Yeung, menyampaikan hingga tahun 2022 pihaknya telah menerbitkan lebih dari 150 juta polis dengan capaian premi bruto atau Gross Written Premium atau GWP lebih dari 3 triliun rupiah. Andi menjelaskan Fuse terus mempercepat digitalisasi di berbagai aspek operasionalnya, di mana teknologi digunakan untuk membantu perusahaan asuransi, mitra bisnis digital, dan broker. Andi mengungkapkan pihaknya terus mempertahankan posisinya di pasar Insurtech yang terus berkembang. Untuk itu Fuse telah menyiapkan target dan strategi demi menggapai hal tersebut. Lalu bagaimana target dan strategi yang disiapkan oleh Fuse untuk memperluas bisnisnya ke depan sebagai Insurtech yang turut hadir di Indonesia? Telah bergabung secara kami eksklusif di CNBC Indonesia, Yeung, Founder and CEO dari Fuse. Hello, Andy, how are you?
Hi, Serena. I'm good.
A pleasure to have you in CNBC Indonesia.
My pleasure to be here as well.
Oh, for sure. Now, let's start with a very foundational question. Could you provide an overview about the current landscape of insurance technology or Insurtech industry in Indonesia?
Maybe we start with the little bit broader base, not so in Insurtech. I think is you look into the insurance whole as a whole. I think nowadays, according to OJK, I think the insurance penetration we're talking about is 2.75%. So meaning that more than 97% of people in the population now still underinsured. Yeah. They don't have a chance to get to the insurance. And then from my perspective, I think probably what we call the pain point on the ground potentially. In a layman term, I see first, maybe most people still not aware the benefit of having insurance. That's the first point. Secondly, I also see that maybe what we call the product pricing, the insurance product pricing, maybe the premium is not affordable to the mass public. And then eventually, also we see maybe it's lack of some what we call cost-effective distribution channel to reach the end customers. That's, I think, primarily these three pain points we see why accounting the low penetration rate in Indonesia right now.
So in a simple explanation, a technology that will boost insurance industry means Insurtech. Can you simply explain how does it work? Like, do you use your app or mobile phone, or just how consumers access your insurance service?
Sure. I think definitely, I think on what we're doing is we mentioned three pain points. I think the first pain point is awareness. To be honest, not much we can do. But at the same token, the second and third one is something I think most Insurtech are focusing on.
Okay.
Yeah, which is, I think, first, how to make the product more affordable. For example, in the past, the premium of a insurance product may cost you, say, feature. But now, if you make it become like 50,000, maybe more and more people can afford to pay for this price. Okay. But in the past, maybe the insurance company, from them operation-wise, doesn't make sense. If they offer the 50,000, it's too cheap. And then the operation costs more than that, then we won't offer this kind of product. That's why I think we want to look into how we use technology to improve the efficiency, such that even an insurance company offer this product, they can still operation make sense for them. That's the first thing. Okay. Secondly, if we look into the cost distribution channel, we can see that. Channel. Yes, I think this one we also look into how can we use technology to distribute in more effective way. Meaning that, like what we mentioned right now, if a product is 50,000 rupee as a premium, if it costs you more than that amount to distribute, it already doesn't make sense. That's why this is two angles. I think we focus a lot to see how can we use technology, not necessarily using the apps. We also try to enable the insurance company at the back, right, and also the distribution channel as well to reach the end customers.
And especially in Indonesia, the challenge would be literacy as well for financial services.
Agree.
Yeah, right?
Agree.
And technology can help with that.
Yes.
So Andy, you mentioned about this technology will bring efficiency, affordability, and then it also helps distribution channel.
Correct.
Any kind of value that technology brings to insurance industry, especially uniquely solutions for Indonesians' problem regarding insurance.
Okay, say example, like the micro insurance, we talk about the affordable price. Even I think nowadays some of the insurance product we're offering, maybe even a couple of 100 rupees. Yeah, and then imagine this kind of pricing. You really need to find the cost-effective distribution channel, and also you really need the whole end-to-end process, really what we call non-human. Any human involved, you will have a lot of costs incurred as well. That's why I think, take example for we work with some of the e-channel or e-commerce partners. We try to embed the insurance offering during the customer journey. For example, when you try to buy a handset from Tokopedia.
Yeah, yeah.
Before you check out, you got a chance to include the handset insurance, and then as a top-up. And after that, we are the one behind to support, enable, and then even the e-policy generation, automation, immediately send to email through to you, embedded the e-policy as well. Then you can see the whole process end-to-end without actually any human intervention, and then the volume can be really ramped up to make sense for the insurance company.
That's for a retail insurance.
Yeah, we call B2B2C.
Okay, B2C. How about this solution can also fit the problems came from a consumer or consumer industry. As we know in Indonesian landscape about industry, industrial insurance, insurance industry, there's just a lot of talks about trust, human interaction when they're selling insurance products.
Yes.
Your thoughts on that, Andy?
No, I think that's why in the past, I think most people see Insurtech, we try to disrupt. Many people perceive technology try to disrupt. But from my perspective, I don't see that way. We see ourselves, or we try to more enabling. For example, exactly like you said, insurance deal, I think you need a certain human touch. Depends on the products. The more complex the product, the more human explanation, the human touch to give you the trust, to bridge the deficit of the trust gap. That's why we see in the past many people saying, hey, will it be the Insurtech to replace the agents, brokers? We don't really see that way. Actually, the other way around in the past, back to 2017, that time, more Insurtech actually focusing on the B2B2C, the one supporting e-commerce. We start from another angle, actually. We see how can we support the agent and brokers to enable them. Because, for example, in the past, they don't have much technology support. And also, I think we see after we launched an app called Fuse Pro, targeting all the agents and brokers. For example, what's the benefit we bring to them? At that time, we see is first, in the past, as an agent, you can only sell one insurance product.
Now with
the Fuse app, you can sell multiple insurance products from multiple insurance companies. That's you offer more choices for customers. Also, you can better create the product or find the right product to suit your customer real need. That's the first thing. Secondly, we also make the end-to-end process fast using the apps. After you select, compare the product, we actually complete the transaction using the app, including the payment. Such that, imagine in the past, say I'm the agent talking to you now. Savina, you have a car, and then you say, hey, my car is going to expire the insurance, and then you're happy to explore the option with me. I will show you the comparison of different insurance companies, which one is the best for you. And after that, we make a decision, you make a decision. We can even take the whole process on the spot, take picture, fill in the KTP, the car license, all kind, and then finish the whole process. And
just a one-stop solution, that's where the technology comes along.
Yes, and then this one is basically do end-to-end, meaning that in the past, maybe you need to wait 7 to 10 days. Nowadays, you can do within 24 hours, complete the whole thing, got the policy as well. And also, I think on top of that, as agents or brokers, we always concerned about how we get paid because it's our way how to make our livings. In the past, for example, agents typically got 2 times, 3 times a month for their commission disbursed from the insurance company. But nowadays, we change the way. Actually, is the agents or broker partner with us, the transaction, the policy being issued and also being approved and being paid, the platform will calculate the commission immediately. And then, as an agent, I can ask for the withdrawal from the platform directly, from the Fuse platform directly. So meaning that we expedite the whole commission disbursement as well. And finally, also, I think sometimes some agents or brokers, they want to develop their own sales team. But manage the sales team actually is quite troublesome. That's why we do have an app inside, have a system supporting to develop the downline, to manage the downline, and also they also can get benefit from their downline production. They got certain kind of commission as well.
Now, Andy, that's a very great explanation. Now, furthermore, how do you see the relationship between Insurtech platforms with the insurance companies, existing insurance companies?
Sure. I think insurance company partner is a very important partners for the Insurtech because they are the one to really create the products and underwrite the products. But at the same token, we see actually more and more insurance company try to go digital, and also they want to leverage technology platform to improve the efficiency, as I said, and also improve the user experience. But in reality, building a technology platform is very costly in terms of time and money. Since I think as an Insurtech, we already built such a platform already in place. That's why it's very natural for, I think, insurance company to collaborate with Insurtech such that they can leverage the technology platform we built already. And then, at the same token, we can work closely with the insurance company, potentially create a new user experience, a new application process, or even sometimes we make new product as well. then you can see this a very natural win-win collaboration between, I think, the insurance company and Insurtech. That's why nowadays, actually, more than 40 insurance companies work with
Working with
Fuse
oh,
already.
wonderful.
Yeah, including, I think, life insurance company and also general insurance company as well.
And back in 2017, when you first introduced Fuse, how do you actually make the first steps going into this insurance companies where they have been existing for a long time and have been doing their business to business daily with a very conventional ways? How did you do that up until now?
To be honest, super hard.
Okay.
Very, very hard. Initially, as a platform, you can understand is you don't have good product, you don't have the good people who want to sell. The other, you don't have a lot of people selling, the insurance company is not giving good product. That's why I think the initial first year, actually when we first start, we try to position ourselves as a SaaS platform to the insurance.
As a SaaS platform.
Yeah, SaaS.
Software as a service. Yeah.
To the insurance company.
Yeah.
But after a while, we operate, it seemed that the adoption rate is quite slow. That's why we changed to try to operate ourselves. Yeah, that's why I think one of the leapfrogging strategy we take at that time is I identified my partner's company, my CEO. Actually, he already on the ground running a comparison site for a while.
Okay.
And then we do a M&A, and then he become my co-founder and partner as well. His name called Ivan. And then since then, we also build on the existing relationship of some of the insurance companies they have already. And then start from then, we introduce the app to work with the insurance company to further expand to the agent and also broker group. Yeah.
Right, Andy. You already mentioned about a lot of values that Fuse technology brings for agent broker partners, such as they are willing to work with Fuse, obviously.
Yeah.
Any challenge when those things first happen? Or does from the Fuse team also has this assisting team on assisting how they work with Fuse technology? Can you explain more on that?
Sure. I think, to be frank, depends on which kind of partner we're talking. I think from the agent and broker partners, initially, although also another issue, they also have some trust issue. They worry about, hey, if I bring my customer using your app and then you
Initially,
I think that's also the initial, we need to build the trust with them because I think, as you know, insurance is a renewal business every day for the general insurance. That's why they also worry about, would it be, okay, I work with Fuse, next year my customer become Fuse customer, no longer our customers. That's why I think initially we give them a lot of promise as well, and then to assure them this is not the way how we go. As I said initially, we are trying to be enablers, the technology enablers for the agent and brokers. That's why I think we position ourselves consistently in the past many years, and nowadays no longer is an issue. But initially, that's one of the challenges we face. And secondly, also when we look into work with some distribution channel partners, like big one that I mentioned right now, Tokopedia, even sometimes bank. Initially, we really go through a lot of due diligence. Because since we are still a small startup, and then they concerned about the compliance, my system scalability, security, because you have certain kind of potentially customer data will go through our system. I think that initially also we've gone through a lot of effort to build the trust with those big companies.
I would really want to know about the retail insurance that you mentioned about Tokopedia insurance. When we bought something in Tokopedia and it comes up, do you want to have an insurance for this? Let's say for makeup products or for technological products. How does that collaboration first happen for Fuse? And how is the composition? How is the portions of retail consumers and also individual consumers for Fuse Insurtech in Indonesia?
Okay, I think come back with how we start with Tokopedia actually back to 2018. At that time, actually we are the first Insurtech to talk to them to propose the idea to what we call embedded.
2018.
2018, yes. Oh, yeah. At that time is we are the first one to propose the idea. At that time is rather than put the insurance on like a marketplace, people to choose. Actually, it's not really what we call scenario basis. Why you buy a handset insurance if you're not buying a handset? That's why actually it makes more sense is based on a scenario. For example, now you're buying a handset, you may potentially top up a handset insurance. If you're buying an air ticket now, you potentially top up a travel insurance. That's why it is an idea at the time we bring to them and propose to them, and then we appreciate they are very open-minded as well, and then they make a trial pilot case with us, and then turn out it's a good success. And then since then, I think they also start to look into different product categories to offer different kind of potential product insurance, tender by tender. And then, in short, we gone through all the process, and then even I think back to 2 years ago, we win they decided to choose one Insurtech as a strategic partner to work with. And then we are very, very lucky to be the one chosen. That's why in the past 2 years, what you see on the Tokopedia platform, most of the insurance are basically the insurance with the top-up and better insurance provided by Fuse and our partners behind the insurance company.
And how is the portions of retail insurance, just as you have with Tokopedia, and also the consumer insurance that you also have with the brokers, agents, and other insurance companies for individuals in Fuse itself?
I think that if in terms of different aspects, I think if in terms of the policy-wise, to be honest, last year, as you share right now, so we do generate more than 150 million policy already, not in Indonesia only, also cover Southeast Asia. I think that will be primarily is what we call this kind of end customer-driven retail. Definitely some super majority basically come from this part. But if you look into the gross written premium perspective, I think our partner business with the food agent brokers actually still contribute, I think, more than half.